my channel. Please enjoy the video.
Lawrence Big Law Loggins has been the head of Chicago's notorious gang, the Black Disciples, since he was released from prison in 2009. As of 2019, he is now dead. Big Law was 46 and he was considered an OG, and he was reportedly murdered by young members of his gang. Now I want y'all to listen and listen close. Police say that Big Law was trying to consolidate power before he was assassinated Wednesday night by some teen members in his gang. I want you guys to listen closely, okay? We're getting serious now. The Chicago Police Department is bracing for a potential bloodbath on the South Side in retaliation for Loggins' murder. Police are doing everything possible, including investigating Big Law's murder, to try to prevent revenge killings. Guys, I've never heard any revenge killings behind this. However, let's move on. Now listen to this. Social media was buzzing on Friday, and this was back in 2019, not today. They were buzzing on that Friday after the murder occurred about the possible motive for Big Law's murder. Rapper Lil Durk, a popular Chi-Town rapper, tweeted, "Rest in peace, Big Law." Big Law was shot in his head at exactly 9:08 p.m. on Wednesday on the south side of Chicago. He was found face down on the driver's seat of his SUV. Now check this out. A man wounded in the shooting told police that the assailants ran through an empty lot and fled in a gray Infiniti sedan. Do you know this man knew who shot him and Big Law? And he never told. Like they say, there are no snitches in Chicago. However, we finna get down on the beat, y'all. Chime on in. So we're going to skim through this. Derek Banks was born October 19th of 1992, known professionally as Lil Durk. Okay, so let's go here. He's from Chicago, Illinois. He led the member and founder of the collective record label Only the Family, OTF, as we know today. Banks garnered a cult following the release of his Sign to the Streets mixtape between 2013 and 2014. Let's, however, skip over. The label released his duet studio albums, Remember My Name, and that was in 2015. Lil Durk 2X came out in 2016. However, in 2019, Lil Durk was blank. Research it yourself. And it skips over to 2020. Banks made his first appearance on the Billboard Hot 100 in April with the single Viral off his first fifth studio album, Just Cause Y'all Wanted To, in 2020. Lil Durk commercial album came with a single such as Three-Headed Goat. Now we're going to get into this three-headed goat situation, guys. Known as Goat Lucy. Okay, the goat on the foreign timepiece carries the sign of a pentagram on the forehead with one point at the top of the symbol of light with two hands forming the sign of the Baphomet. Baby, the goat represents the Baphomet. Sorry, Lil Durk, we had to expose you, dude, but we have to do what we have to do. We need to know the truth. And it's not that we need to know the truth. You guys have been throwing it in our face since day one. So I'm going to put you guys on to what the three-headed Baphomet is, in my opinion, dealing with Lil Durk's song called The Three-Headed Goat. Now, as you guys know, Big Law was murdered in 2019, and they came out and said that he was murdered by younger gang members. What I want you guys to understand is that that very night, Lil Durk and other gang members allegedly, because that Lil Durk was still on that crew at that time. I just read to you his Wikipedia and how his career went in the order. In 2019, there was nothing going on with Lil Durk. And this is when Big Law was murdered. I am not, however, accusing Lil Durk of murdering Big Law or having any knowledge or anything to do with that. What I'm saying is, in 2020, he came out with the song called The Three-Headed Goat. Now, I just broke it down, and you guys should know what the three-headed goat is. You guys should know what a one-headed goat is. It is the sign of the Baphomet. That is on top of the Baphomet's head. It is a goat's head with the horn sticking out. That's the way goats look. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the three goats of Chi-Town, my hometown. Lil Durk, Chief Keef, and G Herbo. These are the 3 top rappers. No, Lil Von is not included, okay? Lil Von is not in this shit. The 3-headed goats, once again, Lil Durk, Chief Keef, and G Herbo. Those are the top 3 rappers from the BD set that came out of Chicago. And I do mean top 3 rappers. And all of the little goats, Little Reese, all of the other ones that come behind, those are just the little goats. The 3-headed goats, and Lil Durk's song is the 3-headed goats. Did they have anything to do with his murder? Allegedly, I think so. Now, this was reported, guys, in August 7th of 2020. And see, it's rolling around for Big Law, and I'm glad I came up on this video. I don't care how much he was over the BDs, how much crime he did not deserve to be killed or sacrificed allegedly the way he was. Okay, I believe the first report. So as of August 7th of 2020 at 5:20 a.m., the police and the FBI are trying to say that the killing of the Black Disciples King could be linked to Mexico's Gulf cartel drugs, the FBI stated. Now, I'm from Chicago, and when young Black men die in Chicago, no police or FBI are going to step in and really try to investigate a gang leader's murder. They can give a fuck, care less. So this is a load of bullshit, allegedly, right? So they're trying to say, as of now, Lawrence Big Law Loggins' murder could be linked to the cartel because of a load of guns and drugs supplied, and they were short on it and they couldn't account him for it. Baby, cartels don't want to mess around in Chicago on the south side. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now, this is what they're alleging. Because at first, when it was fresh, they were saying that it was a gang meeting that night. This is what the police stated. This is not what anybody else stated. This is in black and white. You guys can investigate. And see this man right here? Well, the man before Lil Durk? He knew who shot at them and he never told. However, who made the statement that some younger members killed Big Law? That was the statement in the beginning, that younger gang members killed Big Law. There was a meeting that night. He was really harsh with some of these young guys, and he really did some terrible things that night. And they were saying in the beginning that these young guys came back and took revenge and shot him and killed him. They had to take him out. Then, like I said, Mr. Banks comes out with the 3-headed goat song in 2020, that year following Big Law's death. And the only thing that you can do for your chief boss over the BD's Lil Durk, and you're representing the Black gangster disciples in Chicago, is post on your Instagram, "Rest in peace, Big Law." It was so dry and plain. There was no love shown in that message to me. You guys can decide for yourself. I do my digging and I do my freaking investigation. And it was just all fake to me coming from Lil Durk Banks. So like I said, after 2019 and 2016, after that February 2019 shooting in that parked car in front of his home near 72nd and Union in Inglewood, his right-hand man, Kenneth Brown, he only suffered a graze wound. Whoever shot them, this is what Mr. Brown said, they sped off. So months later, the high-ranking members of the gang picked Brown to run it behind the scenes and supply it with drugs and guns, while 2 other unarmed members who would be the face of the gang, the FBI learned this from an informant. So who was that actual informant? Like they say, no stitches in Chicago. Brown, whose lawyer didn't respond to the efforts to reach for him to the comment, he was charged last month, and this was back in 2019 in Chicago, and there was a sweeping of federal drug case charges against the gang of the BDs. So what happened with these young fellas? Was Big Law too hard on them and they had to come back and they had to do something? Because like I said, guys, he was killed in 2019. Lil Durk just started to resurface after in 2020. He went silent after that. And that's when he came out with the 3-headed goat. All you have to do is Google it yourself. And who was those members? Like I said, I'm waiting on my gang book. It's coming. I ordered it. And we're going to go through that son of a bitch together. Okay? Only 3 GOAT heads I know out of Chicago that is really rocking on these Hollywood streets with BG Herbo, Lil Durk, and Chief motherfucking Keef. We gonna bring it and keep it real some motherfucking night, okay? Now y'all need to really pay attention. Okay, the 3-headed monster, which ravaged the countryside of Louisiana and the Antilodia, is a bizarre fire-breathing creature with the body of a head of a lion, a goat, and head rising its back to the uslers of a goat and the serpent for a tail. So that 3-headed monster, guys, comes to kill and lead and tip the lance into the flaming throat, choking the beast on his mantle. Is that what you guys said, Lil Durk? Okay, the 3-headed goat is a goat. They move higher up. Okay, and they kill the monster. It took 3 heads. And I told you guys who the 3 heads of Chicago was that came out as famous rappers. So this guy that was his right-hand man knew who shot at them, and he never told. However, they put him into position. He was later arrested, and they paid this man $42,000 to be an informant. Yes. And this is all reported as public news. So you guys put this shit together. And this is the monster that created Lil Durk. And this is my belief. How Lil Durk overcame, because see, they took the BD master out of here. Y'all don't hear Lil Durk saying BD shit. Y'all hear Ruger still representing against the disciples. Lil Durk rapping about getting it back in blood, backdooring. You know what I'm saying? Treacherous shit. That's the only fucking shit Lil Durk raps about. Y'all don't know. He rap about OTF. He made only the family. He created his own family and said, fuck the BDs in Chicago. And what young man gets to stand next to this mayor in Chicago is going through so much crime and they're blaming her for every freaking thing. Tune in, guys, because I'm coming back with more. Research is a motherfucker on these YouTube streets.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell.